Before he became renowned for his hand in the creation of the Super Smash Bros. Series director Masahiro Sakurai found his first rise to success while working at HAL Laboratory. It was at the age of 19 that Sakurai created Kirby and directed his first game, Kirby's Dream Land. During his time at HAL Laboratory, he approached Satoru Iwata, a fellow HAL game designer and future Nintendo CEO, with his idea for the fighting game that would inevitably lead to Super Smash Bros. So it's no surprise that the Kirby series has earned 3 character spots throughout the years, being one of Nintendo's flagship franchises as well as the director's personal creation. So let's take a look at the Kirby characters and their costumes, beginning of course with the pink puffball himself. Kirby's very first game was the Game Boy title Kirby's Dream Land. However, the trademark copy ability that Kirby is so well known for wasn't introduced until the sequel title, Kirby's Adventure for the NES. By Super Smash Bros. Release, the Kirby series had already had 10 complete games out. Kirby's yellow costume can have several possible origins. During the development of Kirby's Dream Land, Shigeru Miyamoto recommended that Kirby be designed yellow, while Sakurai preferred him to be pink. Likely as a reference to this design toss-up, there are several instances of a yellow Kirby existing in the series. The first is Kirby, the Kirby-like character who is controlled by Player 2 in Kirby's Dream Course. The second are the Needle and Beam power-ups that have also featured yellow Kirbys. Kirby's blue costume is based on the Ice and Freeze power-ups in Kirby's Adventure and Kirby Superstar. Likewise, Kirby's red color bears resemblance to Fire Kirby from Kirby Superstar, minus the hat. Kirby also has a green costume in Smash 64, available only during Team Smash. This Kirby could be based on the green palette of the original Game Boy, the console that the first Kirby game was on. It could also be based on a Japanese dessert dumpling called Kusamochi. Kirby was still the sole representative of his franchise during the upgrade to Super Smash Bros. Melee. The 4 playable skins from Smash 64 remain, and the green costume previously exclusive to Team Smash is now available in all modes. Kirby also gains an all black and white skin, a clear reference to both his monochrome appearance in the gameplay of Kirby's Dream Land, as well as the North American box art of Kirby's Dream Land, where he's incorrectly depicted as white. Super Smash Bros. Brawl contains only one small change in Kirby's costumes. Kirby's green costume now gives him orange feet instead of dark green in previous games. This mirrors Plasma Kirby's appearance in Kirby Superstar. None of Kirby's prior costumes are touched in Smash for 3DS and Wii U. He does, however, gain 2 new costumes. The first is an orange skin, based on Kirby's appearance after using orange spray paint in both Kirby and the Amazing Mirror and Kirby Squeak Squad. The second is a Kirby based on Meta Knight's appearance while not wearing his mask. Brawl also introduced 2 new characters from the Kirby franchise. The first was Meta Knight, a sword-wielding anti-hero featured in many Kirby titles. Meta Knight has 5 additional color swaps for his debut in Brawl. Both his white and green costumes are based on alternates found in Kirby Air Ride for the Nintendo GameCube. Meta Knight's red costume is also based on a swap from Kirby Air Ride, but it could also be a reference to his original butterfly design, because Smash rarely uses full-on alternate costumes and instead favors simple palette swaps. Meta Knight's dark costume is based on his official art from his appearance in Kirby's Adventure, which was his debut game. And Meta Knight's pink costume is also based on a Kirby Air Ride swap. This costume also resembles Kirby, making Meta Knight's body pink. Moving to Smash 4, Meta Knight gains only 2 costumes. The first is a purple costume which resembles the colors of Galactonite, a boss that Meta Knight must fight in Kirby Superstar Ultra. Finally, a gray costume, which is based on the color scheme of Dark Meta Knight from Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Despite being planned for Smash all the way back in the original, it wouldn't be until Super Smash Bros. Brawl that King Dedede was introduced as the 3rd representative of the Kirby series. Sakurai seems to have a fondness of King Dedede, reprising his role as his voice actor for Smash. King Dedede also has 5 costumes that the player can choose from. The first is a pink costume, which is similar to an alternate color used by Dedede in Kirby 64's multiplayer and in Kirby Air Ride. His Smash costume instead contains stars rather than triangles. Next is a green costume, which is a possible take on a swap in Kirby Air Ride as well. Dedede's purple costume combines the look of a Kirby Air Ride swap with the appearance of a formal kimono. Yet another Kirby Air Ride reference exists in King Dedede's white costume, however this one has a hexagonal pattern on its waistband instead of triangles. Finally, Dedede gains a brown costume, a clear reference to his appearance in the Game Boy title Kirby's Dream Land. This costume mirrors Kirby's white costume of similar origin. Moving to Smash for 3DS and Wii U, Dedede remains largely the same with only one minor costume update. His green costume now features a Waddle Dee sprite on the waistband. He also gains two new costumes. The first is a blue costume based on an alternate costume from Kirby 64. The other is a black costume, again from Kirby Air Ride. In the summer of 2008, Sakurai was approached by Satoru Iwata, Nintendo's then CEO, to develop a game as a launch title for the Nintendo 3DS. After some deliberation, Sakurai decided to develop a new game based on the NES property Kid Icarus. Pit's design in Super Smash Bros. Brawl was actually entirely original for Smash, and his appearance in Kid Icarus Uprising was based on this Smash redesign, rather than the other way around. Pit has 5 costumes in Brawl. His yellow costume appears similar to his appearance in the Captain N comic, where he wears a yellowish tunic. Pit's red costume is based on his sprite in Kid Icarus when he equips the gold arrows and reaches level 4 strength. His green costume is also from Kid Icarus, based on his sprite when he equips the bronze arrows and level 2 strength. Pit's blue costume is also based on Kid Icarus when equipping the sacred arrow and reaching level 5 strength. The Captain N TV show also had Pit dressed in a similar costume. Pit's black costume actually originated as simply a fallen angel according to the Brawl Dojo website. This costume later became the inspiration for the entirely new character, Dark Pit, in Kid Icarus Uprising. Moving to Smash for 3DS and Wii U, Pit's design now became closer to his Kid Icarus Uprising appearance, which was very minorly tweaked from his original Brawl appearance. Only one of Pit's costumes were affected in this new game. His Fallen Angel costume has been minorly adjusted in order to distinguish between this and the Dark Pit clone character. Pit also gains 2 new costume slots. The first is a rather unique costume which is based on his blue and purple sprite from Kid Icarus when obtaining the silver arrows and reaching level 3 strength. The final costume is an all-pink skin, which is a Smash original and possibly based on Cupid, the Roman god of love. In more modern times, Cupid is represented as the icon of Valentine's Day. Let's move to Pit's evil counterpart, Dark Pit, who debuted in Kid Icarus Uprising and was added to Smash as a semi-clone of Pit. Dark Pit's first costume is a green one, resembling a Mick and a wave angler from Uprising. The second costume is brown, based on the color scheme of Magnus. Dark Pit's yellow costume seems to be a Smash original. His red costume is a possible reference to the red Pandora from Kid Icarus Uprising, while his blue costume is based on the blue Hoodraw head and the regular Pandora. Dark Pit's white costume is meant to complement Pit's appearance. Pit has a Dark Pit skin, so Dark Pit has a Pit skin. Finally, purple Dark Pit resembles Eggplant Wizard from the original Kid Icarus. While she only had a brief cameo in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the goddess herself, Palutena, became a fully playable character in Smash for Wii U and 3DS. She of course brings 7 additional costumes with her. The first gives her an off-red dress, which resembles her sprite from the original Kid Icarus. Next, she receives a purple and blue costume. This costume matches the appearance of Amazon Pandora, the humanoid form of the goddess of Calamity. Palutena's green costume matches her appearance in the Kid Icarus instruction booklet as she's being carried away by monsters. Her next 4 costumes are based on characters from Kid Icarus Uprising. Her blue dress based on the color scheme of Pandora. Her red dress based on Viridi, the goddess of nature. Her black dress based on Dark Pit. And her purple dress based on Medusa. And with that, we close out this installment of Costume Origins. I know it's been quite some time since the last one, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm really excited to finish out this mini-series soon. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. If you haven't seen any of the other ones, there will be a few here on screen, and I will see you guys next time.